Oh wait, I'm out of place. Okay. And welcome. Oh, should I quit this other app? Okay. No, it's fine. Welcome or welcome back to. I was going to say to my channel, but this is not a channel. Okay. Since the last time I was doing some sketches of indie games main characters, and specific the main characters that I like. They have all share some of the same aesthetic, and I couldn't finish them. I couldn't even finish the clean sketch phase of of any of them. There was only one that was almost finished, but that was the last one. And I decided to try and see if I can finish them one by one. In this case, I want to see how far can I get in the hour that I will be live today. How far can I get into drawing periwinkle? Because I have the base sketch and I have a few landmarks, but as for the whole image, I still don't have an idea of how it's gonna be, how it's gonna end up being, how it's gonna look. Because his outfit has a lot of frills, and I'm not very good at drawing frills. I'm not very good at shaping either, so that there's that. And I also want to try and get a little more experience on the shading technique that I tried the last second, third time. Um, a couple streams ago, I tried a shading technique that used complementary colors and very pastel colors, and I want to try it again. So I would try it. I would try it again with Periwinkle, who has a very blue color palette. He's very blue. He's very cute. Oh god, look at it. Look at this smile. How can anyone hate that smile? Okay, the last time I gave myself a 10 minutes time, 10 minutes timer to get as much details as I could in their um, in their design. I tried to get as much details. I tried to make them a little bit more polished and stuff. But at the end of the day, I ended up having no one of them was even finished a clean face. So that's why for today I think I will give myself another timers, but this time is more of a guidelines. It's not a set timer that has to stop there. Okay, my hand is doing funky things in the model. This one. Is this one better? It looks better. Oh god, my model it looks like I'm sleepy. Okay, this time I will try to get more defined. Nah. There will be not so defined timers timers top landmarks. Maybe landmarks is the word. There won't be as many. It won't be as strict as strict as it was the last time that I did this. It will be only for one illustration. Um, 10 minutes for cleaning the sketch, another 10 for. I won't do liner though. I won't do liner, but I will give me 10 minutes for the sketch, 10 minutes for the shading, for the base color face shading, and then we'll try to go for 2 minutes rest to drink some water because I live in a very hot area and it's dry and my throat gets too dry. So 2 minutes to get some water and try to think about how I will going to render it because the usual process that I have for rendering is not the same. Okay, I'm now trying to set up the timers and look at the reference at the same time. It's a little bit hard to do both things at the same time. Okay, uh, 10 minutes first, then 15. Okay, no, it will be 10 again. Okay, um, 10 minutes fire here, And now for the reference photo, I have another device around me, but I don't think I can use it for the reference photo. I will have to use my phone to get any periwinkle, pero ya no periwinkle, pero. Okay, and I have the pictures. I have the reference image that I was using, and it's an official image. I don't know if I will put it in the screen, but just so you know, it's an official image. It's official. It's part of the game. It's cute. It's chibi, and it made me realize that I forgot to draw his shoes. But since this is the loose sketch, it doesn't really matter. Then time start. So let's see how much can I clean him up before the timer goes off. For now, I'm doing a little bit of his hair just to define the shape because he doesn't he has I don't know if it's round or not, but in all the reference images, even in the same even inside the game, it has a very specific shape and it's quite okay. This pencil is too big here. Yeah, this is a sweet spot. This is a sweet spot. Okay, it's a little bit too pointy, not round. So I don't know how round should I make the dress. Should I make the hat? And since this part is also pulling around the face, then I have to clean it up a little bit. Last time I gave myself 10 minutes to do the drawing, and in the last one I could very much finish the cleanup stage, so I'm trying to be a little bit more friendly with myself and not go so fast that I get overwhelmed and burn out. So here, little by little, but not so slow, I'm adding details. And he has 2 layers of frills. I will make the other layer on the bottom only because it's easier to do it on the top, to be honest, but since I did the other layer too close to the hand, yeah, this one's good. And for the back I only have to use 1 layer since the second one is smaller than the first one, it's shorter. And then it's a chibi picture that I'm using. I don't have a full illustration with him. The style of this person of this game is very chibi. But as for the loading screen, I think it's actually inserted on the sleeves. So oh, I turned it into an eraser. I turned the pin the I turned the pen into an eraser, and now it was okay. I will shut up for about it. And the sleeves are very narrow here, and they open up like a flower. Well, his name is the name of a flower, which is also pretty cute. We don't talk about that. No, no, no. This his leaves are pretty cute. Like, oh wait, I think up to here they are. At first they are more like skin tight. Something about around here will be good, and then they poof out. So in order to get that effect, I'll have to erase a little bit of what I have already because I did it without checking the sizes, the actual sizes. Talk about that. Once again, we don't talk about that. And they go open like this. Maybe not so big. Oh, I'm losing time just focusing on details and almost no one will understand because most people haven't played this game, but I will notice them. So if I will notice them and I won't do it. Let me clean things a little bit up. I just realized I could have just done this one, but well, it's okay. Everybody makes mistakes, and I'm not an exception. I'm only human after all. Boing. And now I can continue on with his cute round sleeve. And I think the first one is done. Since this one is a raised arm, and then the both sleeves don't look so long actually, but okay, let me fix this thing that I did in the past stream. And now he has his puffy little thing in the chest. And I'm now noticing in the reference picture that he has a little bit of a blue tie around here, the same blue as his dress, that it holds the tie together and it looks so cute. And his neck. Let me see how many time I have left. Oh, I have left less than half the time. I mean, I was just so focused on the sleeve. Oh no. Okay. The bodice of the dress holds his figure very nice and tightly on the top and around the hips. And then, let me do this part here. And then around the hips. Oh, wait. The center one doesn't have as much frills. It's mostly a pattern. Okay. Then around the hips, it just poof out. But it's because the dress poof out, so they poof out too. He has, I don't know, I don't remember if he has a lot of hips. Maybe don't, because of the art style. It doesn't seem like it with his other costume, with his other daily rotting in bed, eating ice cream, depressed state of costume of depressed state. And it's part of the game. I don't want to say why it happened, and if you want to know about it, go play it. And this is a clean up sketch. This is not a line art, so stop messing around and clean it properly. But I just can't help myself with making it a little bit cute. Oh, wait. I think I will have to give myself a little bit more time on this part, because this part is taking longer than I expected. So this here is actually part of the bodice, and it has a little bit of a pattern, but it's a pattern printed. It's not, it doesn't have any how it was in English again. In Spanish it was relieve. It doesn't have any part that stood out. Wait, this one is no, it was curved. Oh, that was why it was looking strange. Okay, and then things go out from here. I'm thinking that it's not a poof, more like a lace, because of the shape. Because if it was a poof, if it was frills, then the shape won't be so perfect even in the official art. Like, there's this part here that it's obviously fluff, but this part here especially, it seems like it's more like this, something that he has also in his hair. It's a poofy thing, but poofy in the sense of fluff, not in the sense of there's flare, there's frills there. Okay, now I'm making his sleeve, and I have to remember that this is not line art. This is a clean sketch, so I don't have to be so precious with it. And let's just go back a little bit so I can see the whole picture more closely, can see it better, and I can stop focusing on so many things. Because this is the thing, I end up spending a lot of time drawing each day, each time that I'm drawing, because I spend most of the time fixing mistakes. Oh, I see this. I don't like this. Let me fix it. Let me fix this one. Let me fix that too. And I end up wasting most of my time just fixing things here and there. So for the dress, I think it will be even better. Oh, let me check. Oh, 27 seconds. I spent nearly 10 minutes only on the bodice. Oh, let me go to them. Okay, I will give myself another 10 minutes. No, this time I will give myself 5 minutes. Let's see how far I can get it. Okay, go. Go, 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 go. Okay, first of all, this part here, I have two options. I can do it like this. Okay, just let's not experiment today. I will just do it as I know how I can do it, um, and then see afterwards if it works. Because I give myself only 5 minutes to finish off. It sounds like I was trying to end him or something. I'm trying to actually draw him, uh, not end his career in life. Okay, and here. Oh, this is the only thing that I hate about the frills, is that I don't know how open to do them, what direction to do them, and then I end up wasting a lot of time just redoing them over and over again. I think I did a reference to something, but I don't remember to what it was. Well, it doesn't matter for now. If it's important, I will remember later. Mm-hmm. And another thing I hate from the normal frill, from the regular frills, is that if it's a drawing, I don't know where they came from, and like if I don't have an image reference, I don't know where they came from. Even with image reference, if the quality is not the best, then it looks weird, at least in my hands. But that's just because I'm not very good at drawing them. There are some people that are pretty good at drawing frills and drawing more Victorian style clothes. I think I have to study those people because they are the masters of frills. Okay, as far as I remember, this part was 4 tier layered with white frills. And I keep saying frills, but I don't. At them. Okay, the more I say it, the more I think I'm saying it wrong. But I don't know why. I don't know why I'm thinking it this way. I don't know I why I feel that it's wrong entirely. Oh, wait, things are getting. Let me. I will check later if the sound sounds weird. If you notice something weird in the sound, let me know in the comments. I will try to fix it. But yeah, it's because my computer is getting it's getting a little bit hot on the hot side, and I don't want to have an accident. So a little bit of noise for now. Oh, the model is jittering, and that's really funny. Maybe it's because I'm drawing on a program that's very heavy. I don't know if I should have used Krita for this type of thing, because Krita is very heavy, even for everyday use. You can't have much things open with it because it's a powerful program, but yeah, things like this happen all the time. And maybe it's also because of the type of computer that I have. I don't have a very special. I don't have a very intense computer. It's not that strong. Okay, I think I have the center frills. Now it's only the side ones, and I hope the side ones are a little bit easier because I'm gonna make them a little bit bigger, and they all have a very clear gather line around here, and there are these small ribbons. There's one here, one here, one here, and one here. Now this skirt has a very obvious gather lines. Oh, I lost the 5 minutes again, only making the frills. Okay, no more timer for me. No more timer, let's get focused, and then maybe because this is one of my favorite parts actually. I like doing the base sketch, but I love more than doing the base sketch. I love more actually just drawing here or something like this. I actually enjoy more the defining part of things and thinking how it will work and how it will look if it's doing something specifically. Like for example here, top layer obviously goes in top of the bottom layer, like but there's this funny little thing that since it's a very simple drawing, I can just say that it comes from inside and then do this or this. And then I have a two-tier, very cute, very demure, very mindful gather skirt on a pretty witch boy. Yeah, if it was not noticeable before, maybe because the game is not as famous as I wish it were. Yeah, this is a very cute witch boy, aka he's an adult already. I think he's around my age. Yeah, he's in his early 20s, living off the indie life, selling he's very good at making oil essence, like similar to oil essence but with magic. He makes fragrances, he makes perfumes but with magic, and the magic that he infuses on those perfumes makes the special effects, makes some special effects and some very nice smells, and he sells them to a local apothecary that is his friend, and I think they were exes too. They were dating at some point in the story, and that was also a pretty cute little detail that the author like he's friends with most of his ex partners, um, and even his current partner finds it adorable, and has met them like in their first date. They both found out that their exes were dating to were having a date too on the same restaurant, and like they need they I love the story of them because it's not the kind of, oh, the perfect first love and the first lovers, and they have never ever tried to be with different people, and I just don't like those stories. Like I like those stories at some point, but always it's a little bit boring. I also like the type of stories like this one, of they have been with other people actually, and they have tried to romance a lot of and a lot of times, but they have never found their one true love until they meet each other and they spend some time together. It's very, very, very sweet. It's a very, very, very sweet romance story. It doesn't have any endings though. It doesn't have any multiple endings. It's just one. Is You don't have any choice on the any saying on the game. The story is a plain, it's not plain, it's very beautiful, but it's the story. You see their story, but you don't see anything else. And I think that's it for the skirt. Let me see how it looks with it. I think I went a little bit overboard. No, I know why it took me so long. I think I went just a tiny bit of overboard, but it's okay. He looks cute, and that's what matters. Like, I don't care if it takes me 3 hours or 4 hours to finish to draw something, as long as it's cuteness is um kawaii no wa seigi da. Cuteness is justice. I have this very, very little problem of having to change the language just for a moment to remember what was the phrase that I was trying to say. And don't like how the shoe is turning out. Let me do something real quick on the sketch layer. I will delete most of the feet. Yeah, I will delete most of the feet because I have to. And using the same brush, I will outline where most of the landmarks are going to be. And since he's obviously running up front, then it should be a front facing something like that. Then this part here is more of a curve. Like the one on the back will be more pointy towards the bottom, but the one at the front is running towards the camera because we are in the position of someone in this other side of the camera. It may be his boyfriend, maybe someone else, and we are looking at him as he comes to us very excitedly, telling us about some recent um, some recent scent that he managed to make. And I think like that in the front. Oh, let me do something real quick. Let me check something. And was it like this or like this? I think it was like this. Mm. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm not a straightforward artist, so I don't know very much about some things in anatomy. Um, okay, I think I have it because that thing supports in most of the parts. Okay, now the for the shoe. He uses, I think the style of shoe is called Marianne. It's the most basic Victorian type of shoe that every Lorita anime character will use once in their lifetime. And very fun thing about it, I had a very pair of shoes that were this type of style. They were my favorite, but the thing is, they weren't called Marianne that play in that kind. I was using medical shoes because the person who gave those shoes to me, was one of my primary school teachers. Her daughter had a problem with her coral spine, with her spine. She has a problem on her back, and they were on the doctor almost of the time. So my mom, I don't remember what was the deal, but I got a pair of shoes that were given to her in the hospital. They were not um they were not all available for purchase outside, and maybe because they were the most comfortable pair that I had ever. I love them. I used them until they didn't fit me anymore, and I don't remember what happened to them after that. But I ended up not having another pair of the same shoes, which is a shame because they are pretty cute. And let me check for proportions. It doesn't look so bad. No, never mind. It looks terrible. It looks terrible, and I'm spending way too much time on something that it's just a sketch. I should have. Okay, let me try to change the perspective a little bit because most of these things it looks like so complicated. Like, oh, it looks so complicated. No, the problem is the perspective. Like here, I just changed the perspective a little bit, and now it doesn't look as bad as before. It still looks a little bit wonky, but that's normal with me. Everything I do looks a little bit wonky. Looks a little bit wonky most of the time. So I ended up not thinking much about it. The shoe on the back. This is just a sketch. Stop obsessing with the tiniest little bit of lines that no one will ever, never, ever, never notice. No. And then this hand. I usually don't know what to do with my character's hands, so I end up not drawing them in very simple type of positions like this one. Oh, there's some people that draws hands like they are made to that, like they were born to do it, and they want to know their secrets. Here's also another thing. The hands similar to the feet, they have this slight triangle. Oh, one of my posters just fell off the walls and it scared me. Oh, oh God, I'm still my heart is still pounding because of the scare. One of the posters just went to go the floor, and it made a sound like made that like it was similar to a small animal, and I hate mm, some specific, very specific small animals. So that sound startled me. I didn't realize until now, but I draw pretty not in the middle. I draw pretty to the left, right, left. I write with the right. I hold with the left. I was drawing pretty close to the left. Yes, I have to do that thing in all languages that I know how to speak. I have to do that little thing whenever I'm trying to remember if it's for the left or the right. And of course, the sausage fingers holding a potion that he's so proud of making. Um, there's something very cute that, oh, I don't know if I should give spoilers. I want to give spoilers, but I also want to, like everyone who comes across this, to play the game for themselves because it's just that cute. Well, I will. Oh, wait. I will give a little bit of info, but not a spoiler. This is not a spoiler, I hope. And there's something very cute about the story that it's that his potions of true love, like his main color is blue, and his boyfriend's color is pink. So there is a point of the story where he doesn't realize that he's in love, or because he has never been in true love before. But his potions are all turning pink. And one of the friends called him on that thing is because eh, they were talking normally, and she was like, "My guy, all the things that you sent me the last time. Oh yeah, it was the apothecary that was his friend, and is also the person that sells his potions. The friend was like, dude, all the potions that you're sending me have the same smell that I haven't smelled before, and they are all pink. And that was a very, very cute moment for the main character because Periwinkle was like, oh, F. He was scared for his dear life. I want to play this game once again, but it's a visual novel, and I'm already dipping my toes too deep in reading normal novels. So I don't know. I will think about playing it again because I love this game so much. Because I love this novel so much. The story is cute and funny, and I'm mirroring the hat because the thing is, the hat actually goes to the other side on almost all of the official illustrations. The hat always goes to this side. So the least that I can do is place it on the correct size side. Now we're talking. And I spent a lot of time just cleaning up the sketch. Oh God, for the other ones, I think I will clean up the sketches old camera and then just start streaming when I'm actually actively um like coloring them, rendering or something. I'll see. For now, let's focus on actually this thing because his hat has this funny little thing inside that looks like some kind of fluff. But since the style is way too simple, there's actually no way to check it. It's a very, very simple style game. It's very cute. The author has a lot of cutie games with a similar style, with the same style. And they make those games, but they are actually more of a visual artist who happen to like making games and not a game artist who happen to find an artist. It's as far as I know, I think it's a one girl studio or one MB studio. I don't know. Uh, I don't remember. I remember reading about Nom Nom Nami. It's the creator of the game. I remember reading about them, and there was no place where it mentioned another person, and there was no indication that it was a company. It's mostly a singular person. And sketch is done. And I think I should have added some of the, yeah, there's the part down here of the hat. Dorama sí, now I'm adding the little bit of blue, and I think it's done. The hat in the illustrations look way too big, but look way bigger. But it's also because his head looks way bigger in the illustrations than in drawings. Let me add something real quick here. These lines that I'm adding right now don't have to be don't, since this is mostly to remind myself that this is a sketch and it will be hidden underneath the coloring layers. This is something to assess direction, like the clothes turn this way, the clothes turn that way, and they are being pulled by something here and something there. I will add a little bit more fluff on the hair, on the hat, but it's mostly because I like the idea that it's a fluffy thing. That thing is a fluffy thing. And I wasn't planning to add this on the main skirt either, but looks cute. Not everything that makes the drawing look a little bit more cute. It's very, very welcome. Now it's turn for the color. And I forgot to save a reference picture on my computer. So now it's a color. Oh wait. Oh wait, let me, since I already have, oh, let me save things before it's too late. I have experience with canvases closing and losing all my progress. It happens to me a couple of years ago. I am one time I was drawing in cream in I was drawing in Paintball's eye and the canvas closed on me and I couldn't. Okay, import picture. I'm actually using my phone. This is not cheating. I'm using my phone as a reference because I can take the color and then copy the hex. The hex is not similar. Okay. Um, I don't know how to find. Okay, I think this one works. So it's 2000. It's 204 here. It's making funny images because I have to extend my hand closer to the camera to try and change some things. Okay, this one is around 31. Okay, like this. The other one is to the 100. And the color says, like here it says B for FA, but here says AFDFVEAF. So let me see what happens if I try the DEFF. Oh, it didn't change much. Okay, that is his main color. That color is sprinkled across. Let me change the size. Okay, that color is not sprinkled, but it's placed across certain parts, like his hat obviously had the external layer. Also, his sleeves, I in the dress too, and this. Okay, this one's better. It's bigger, a bigger brush for bigger details. So the dress is also this color. I will do something that we did a lot of on art school when we were drawing realism. So this was something that one classmate did, and our teacher was like, "Oh, that's cool. Everyone do it." And it was coloring on outside of the boundaries and then erasing the outside. And I can hear someone saying, "Oh, but that's just a normal artist things." And yes, I can say you can say so, but we were art students. We were drawing realism, and we most of the people in that classroom, in my drawing classrooms, as most people in my drawing classrooms, we were actually very conscious of things like that. We were very cautious of drawing on the lines because when one's a kid, adults tend to make you believe that you have to paint inside of the lines or it's wrong, and there's really a reason for that. It's for the motor skills for and kids, but since it's something that they say to kids a lot, um it gets to the point that once you reach adulthood and you believe in that, you are also limiting yourself a lot because most adults don't care. Most in the art space, it doesn't matter if you draw inside the lines, outside the lines. It's still art. It still looks good. It still looks conveys message. Whatever you're drawing for, it doesn't matter if you draw a little bit out of the a little bit out of the lines. No one will care, and if they care, then they're trying to nitpick about you, and they don't have any life. They are just angry little things who don't have any life. But since you have a life, you won't care if things are a little bit outside of the line for a moment. In this case, I want to have most things inside of the line, even though the line is very blurry, because I want to actually merge the layers at the end. I will do a copy before doing that, so, but I want to do that though, but I want to merge the layers at the end and try to give the color, to do the coloring in one layer. I do that a lot of, uh, there's a lot of artists that do that in Clip Studio and such, but in Krita, I don't know why, even though it's more painterly, every speed paint that I found in Krita doesn't do that. And it's actually very interesting how the program that's designed almost likely to do for you to paint or paint and paint like it was a traditional painting, like it was a traditional drawing, is the program where I see it being done the least. Even in Medibang, I've seen most paint paints in Medibang doing that technique that's being painted in Krita. But also maybe it's because Krita isn't the most popular. Oh, that makes sense. Since Krita is not the most popular drawing software, there's a lot of things that there's a lot of um things that people that use other programs are used, and Krita is different from other programs in what the no 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 there was there was there was a promotion on my channel. No, 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 no. Well, it's not a channel actually. Is it a channel? Is this considered a channel? Well, that's a question for another day. I won't accept that type of promotions. I have the bad feeling that yeah, since the style is actually so cute. Here's the thing, all of the whites are pure whites, and I'm remembering pure vanilla. What do I mean about it? I mean that this white is not tinted in any color, it's plain white. And that's not a bad thing not a bad thing per se in general, but since it's not tinted any color, it's way harder to shade. And the type of shading that I like to do, okay, and the type of shading that I like to do involves uh, a lot of color shifting, hue shifting. So yeah, I will have to actually just um, I will have to shift the colors a little bit. Maybe made them a little bit more on the bluer side of things, because right now, since the background color is pure gray, it looks almost yellowish. Maybe it's the lighting on my screen. How does it look on the other screens? Does it look nice? I hope it looks nice on the other screens. And I think those lines are from when I erased part of the hat, and since that thing underneath is just a sketch, I don't care. Now I'm being very careful with the whites, because after I finish with these colors, I have to do parts of the hair color of like the hat, the witch hat, like this part here between the back of the hat and the front. It's a darker shade of blue, and it's very slim. It's very small. That's why I'm trying to make it so I have the space to actually work around it and don't have to be so careful with a smaller space. Because here's the thing, if the more careful you can be with the bigger and easier to draw parts, and I also use a glass. I have glasses IRL, and they were sliding off. Mm, That's the magic of using an avatar. You can put them the same accessories that you have, or you cannot use them. I have this program. Actually, the hand tracking is not very good most of the time, and since I'm mostly drawing, my arms are way down, but I use that to for the tilt of the body. I use that function, and whenever I show the hands on screen, it's not the best tracking. It's not the best tracking, but it makes for a little fun trick of whoosh, high five. Mm, Sometimes I think I should invest in a better camera, but being for real, um, I'm just moving an avatar on a screen, so a better camera quality is not at all needed. It's more of a software problem. I think. Okay, I'm watching the time right now, and I don't think I didn't even put the. Oh, I forgot the timer. Okay, I will try to finish the base colors today since I'm already doing them, and then for the next time, I will try to make it before, um, like I will try to make it before the end of the Okay, right now I have my post dates, my dates post. I oh I post on very specific. I stream on Wednesdays only. Um, that's the it must happen stream. That's not uh that's not negotiable for me. I'm trying to not negotiate it. If I'm feeling down, then I will have to cancel it, but I'm trying to not cancel it. So I want to do it before it comes the next Wednesday, to have the next Wednesday to another character or to another project. Because let's be honest, who wants to spend 4 weeks on a project that can be done in less and waiting around? The thing is, I should draw digitally more because I'm drawing more in traditional. And that's another problem. Since I'm drawing mostly in traditional, I can't record or stream my process there because I don't have the equipment to do so. That's the downside of it. The upside of it is that since I'm using not so precious materials, I don't feel as limited as in digital. Like it doesn't look perfect no matter what I try because that's that's part of the beauty of traditional art. It won't look perfect no matter what I try. Not even with gouache. And I paint with gouache and it doesn't look good either. So the strokes are mostly white too. Since they have also a pattern similarly to to the bodies. So for now I will just coloring this part with a slightly bigger brush. I will color in this part. And the bodies and the stockings, I'll make a different layer for it. Um, Before that, between the white layer and this blue layer, I will draw the skin layer. And let me see, 24 at 15% and the 100%. That's the color. And of course, the hair layer will be on top of it. I won't be so precious with the hair layer as I'm being with other layers. I will, well, I will have to be more precious with with it because the skin layer will be underneath. It's mostly for comfort to myself. It doesn't have to be that specific order. It's just more so I myself am more comfortable moving things around and checking things out. Like this, the vial will be underneath the skin layer, so I don't have to worry much about it. Okay, I think I have the skin layer nailed. Now it's turn for the hair. One thing that I love about it is the hair. The hair 36, uh, 37. Okay, then 41% and 44%. I remember, okay, this goes here. And since the hair is also too dark, some details that were poorly colored in the underneath white layer will also shine like that. This, the part around the part around his curl, it has a little bit of problem. So I tried to fix that. Um, and I think another reason why the canvas feels so wonky for me is because this canvas size is way too small. I made a small canvas because I was going to draw only for the stream and it wasn't going to be this intense. I think I will add the eye color on the same layer. And of course I will have to use the white of the eye to make I will have to use the same white as the hair to make the white of the eyes. It's going it's going it's going great. And now I will take the skin tone for a bit and mess around, make it a little bit darker here, darker here, darker there, and it's way too red. I think a little bit more of a pinkish hue, more desaturated tone here. I think I'm drawing it. Yes, I'm drawing it in the wrong layer. I was trying to separate things for per color, but it's not working well. Let me do this in this layer. This is mostly because if I want to change all the colors at the same, I don't have to spend so much trouble. And he looks like a vampire, but no, he's not a vampire. And the bottom one. Okay, now I only have three small things that I have to fix. Well, for one is the bodice. The bodice is it, actually the bodice is a different blue than the. It's more of a gray. Let me do this. Yeah, the color is way different. For example, here is 18. Here is 95. And here is 2015. And that thing is here. That is the color of the bodies, the base color of the bodies. And now I will use the white. Close. I will lock transparency, and then we'll add some of the details. His clothes looks like a candy cane, and that makes everything a little bit funnier. No, 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 it's a quarter to all you can know. And I think the top is done, but now it's turned for the legs. And now I was checking a little bit over, and I realized that I did good at leaving the legs in the same layer, because the line in top of the on top of the legs is not the same pink, is not the same blue as his dress. It's actually the same blue as the lines as the line of the bodies. Now I will use the secret technique, going over and erasing later. Uh, yeah, no, I have to use different eraser. Okay, and this will be the color. It's a little bit bigger, and it's a line in the middle of the stocking. And done. Now it's turn for the shoes, and the shoes will be in the same hair as the is this in the same layer as the hair and the eyes, because the shoes are black. And his hair is also in the shoes look a little bit too dark in this illustration, but also since it's just a chibi and the head is way bigger than the shoes, I'm just taking the small artistic choice of making the shoes the same color as his hair to unify the color palette. It looks so a little bit pink, even around some of the lines on the shoe, on this shoe. Like I covered them now with the black that I'm using for the shoe, but it was looking a little bit pink around the edges. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the camera quality, it's because of the quality of what I'm drawing. I don't know if I will make his potion be okay. Now it's the time for the ありえない青いバラみたいないつかの夜. Now it's time for the blue rose. Now the rose will be 2005. Good. There's something that I actually don't like about Krita, and now it's something it's happening to me right now. Mm. Okay, that color is too intense, but it's the color that it seems that it's here. Yeah, the color language way doesn't translate too well from other programs. Like there are some obvious small little differences that, don't get me wrong, it makes Krita a little bit more special, but it's also a pain when you don't have the reference on the program. And here's the thing, putting the reference of the ow, I bite my thumb by accident. Putting the reference on the program is also very hard. It's not something that everyone can do. I have tried and I have failed most of the time. And so the flower will also be the same dark blue. This thing will be a little bit more white. And before I go, I will use this one, a little bit desaturated for the glass thing. And the liquid will be, actually I will take his main color and do a little bit of, nope, that wasn't my intention. I will take his main color and do a little bit of 180 degrees, and it will be an orange poison. I say poison. I wasn't going to mean potion. No poison. It's potions. There's no poison. There's no poison here. And I don't like the color. And it's only. Oh wait, I'm drawing it in the whites. No, that's why I was having so hard of a time. Okay, potion's supposed to be under the skin, and I don't like that orange at all. Let me make it a little bit more something like this. It's a very light orange, and it also it also smells like tangerines, and it's not a lot of potion. There are fragrances, or I don't remember if he can make potions though. I will have to, if he can make actual potions that are beneficial, that have effects. And here he is. Oh well, here it is. Here he is with his with the base color tone. We don't talk about that. I didn't. I forgot to press on the mute button. On the mute button for that. So I think I will stop here for today because as you can see in the screen, for me it was a lot going on, and I was a little bit slower than I was hoping for. I was hoping for so I was hoping for to I was looking forward to do a little bit of rendering today, maybe just a little bit, a tiny bit, but got carried away with the frills, and it's not even liner. Like his face was scribbling, and but it's cute. It's cute though. I love him. Let me see how will he look. How will he look without the background? Oh god, I love it. I love it. I think I will. I think. Oh god, I love it. I think I will print it as a sticker and place it on my wall to see if it doesn't fall off like the poster from earlier. The poster from earlier, it's still on the floor and it will stay there for a little more. But for now, I will have to say goodbye because it's getting late. I'm very, very tired, and it's ending the time that have separated for the stream. I will try to. I will try to to. I will try to go back live in another day before the next Wednesday. I don't know what day will it be. I'm trying to do it. Not Saturday though. Sunday. I will try to do it Sunday, and I hope you come. I hope you come again to see me. I'm trying to do a heart with my hands, and okay, the triangle. Let me see if it can. Can it make the triangle at least? Nope, it can't make the triangle either. It's looking wonky. It's always looking wonky, but this is funny. The fingers are going crazy. I don't have the glove on myself anymore. This shouldn't be so hard. Well, I will have to say goodbye for now, and let's see again next time. Like, bye bye.